What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are back with another festival playlist. We are in the winter with a very Christmassy playlist this time. And as always, we are starting with the photo challenge. Take a photo of any vehicle at the top of La Gran Caldera, which is the volcano that they teasered in literally every video ever. So you probably know what we're talking about. So on the map you can find that in this location pretty far, top left. And the game is a little iffy about what constitutes as being on top of the Gran Caldera. And this guy is probably trying to get up there. Let's try it right here. I think it needs to contain, yes, it needs to contain the crater here in the middle, I think. And then it should work. If you drive all the way to the top, it doesn't work. I tried that before. So yeah, just take a photo at the crater here and then you should be fine. And that completes the photo challenge, and we will see each other with, I think, the collectibles. The collectibles are luckily pretty easy. Smash 25 piles of white presents found at the Horizon outposts. And the outposts, you can actually filter by them. They're called festival sites. And when you have a Baja outpost here, you have Mexico Festival here, you have the Wilds outpost down there, then you have an Apex outpost down on the right, and then fairly spot in the middle here the Street Scene outpost, and then at the top the Rush outpost. And at all of these spots you can find piles of presents that you can smash. So let's just travel to one of them so that I can show you what they look like. Right here we already have the first. There's one. There's another one. There's a third one. And you can just go from festival site to festival site to unlock those, and we will see each other once I grabbed 25 of them. So yeah, we're all over the festival sites, as you can see here. You can just drive around a while until you got 25, and then we'll see each other again. Next up we have weekly Forzathon challenges, and in chapter 1 we have Own and Drive a stunning 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia, another icon penned by Pininfarina. So the 458 can be bought at the auto show, which is good news. Bad news is it's obviously a Ferrari, so it costs some money, but where is it? 458 Italia, there it is. Already used it, so it already has a livery and a tune and everything. So let's see if all of that is fitting with the challenges we have this week. But yeah, it's obviously available at the auto show for purchase. It costs 225,000, which is okay. That's not an unreasonable price that you probably can't afford or anything. It's totally doable. So let's see what chapter 2 has in store for us. Now we'll see if 900 tune is enough. It might be. More than just good looks, show what your 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia can maintain a speed of over 200 miles an hour for 10 seconds. Now, obviously there is exactly one spot I would recommend for that, and well, you know the one. So you go to the highway, and obviously it's super long, so let's just get to the point. And I don't know if the base car goes over 200 miles an hour. I honestly didn't check. You might want to check that, or you just give it a nice tune. There we are, over 200, and now we stay there for 10 seconds, and that will complete chapter number 2. Yes, I have traffic, and I'm not playing Horizon Solo. There we go, eh? And that completes chapter number 2. That was reasonably simple, I would say. And we will see what we can do in chapter number 3, so hold on a moment while we check that out. Now this one is not bad. Your 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia's chassis, drivetrain and V8 are perfect to earn 6 stars from speed zones in 5 minutes. You can fast travel under 5 minutes. I should probably actually show speed zones. Speed zones. There are a couple ones. Obviously you want to do tarmac ones, not off-road ones. Like for example this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. I will personally this one is pretty long, so that's not really something that we want. I actually want this one because it's not very difficult. And we are going to start here. We are going to do the speed zone, and then we're going to do it in reverse and in reverse again. And as long as we get 2 stars, it really shouldn't be a problem. Because when you have to do it 3 times, and like I said, that really shouldn't be a problem. And the only thing that can stop us is if the game decides again, well, you already have 3 stars in the speed zone, it doesn't count. Like in the treasure hunt we once did. That obviously can't be ruled out. 124.98 is slightly below, right? Yeah, it's slightly below 3 stars. So that was 2 stars, so we need to do it 3 times. Oh well. Now we probably get another 2 stars. Actually, that's a relatively easy 3 stars, and now we need to get at least 1 star, which I'm fairly confident we can do. And then we did that easily in under 5 minutes. This could be free. Yeah, it's free again. That has been obviously more than 6 stars even. And it completes chapter number 3 relatively easily, and I hope we can do this as well, and we see each other in chapter number 4. And in chapter number 4 we have something very simple again. Your 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia is the perfect partner to win 2 road circuit events. Now this is a reading comprehension once again. It says road circuit events, and I already see the threads in the forum asking why the races didn't work. You need to use these ones, the circuit ones that, you know, go in a circle, where you do laps. Not these ones where you do a sprint from A to B. Got that? Alright. So just do the circuit ones. Obviously it's these blue races, but the ones that again go in a circle and you win 2 of them. The difficulty doesn't matter, it only matters that you use this car. And then after winning the 2, we see each other again. Next up we move on to the danger sign. And what we are going to do is the base jump one. It is right here, and we need to reach 899 feet in a 700 rated B-class retro sports car. Now to clarify, because I've seen that in the forum, it needs to be a B-class car, so between 601 and 700 rating. It doesn't need to be exactly 700. Now obviously having a car at 700 is preferential because you obviously want the car to be as good as possible, but anything in the B-class qualifies. And retro sports cars you can filter by going to cars and then using the filter button and going to retro sports cars, and then everything that shows here applies. Then just make sure it's this orange class, like this one or this one or this one or this one. You can also pick a car like, for example, this and tune it into the B class. That also works. I just want to make sure I explain that a little bit more thoroughly because I've seen it a lot asked in the forum and also in comments. So yeah, the jump is right here on the map and you have more or less a straight run to it, and we will just jump into it. And we will jump right into the jump, so to speak. I am using the NSX tuned to a 700 rating. The speed trap is part of this. And it's just up this way. There are some more for your collectible if you haven't done it already. And we will easily reach the 899 required rating. Or not rating, but the 899 required distance. And that completes the jump, and we will see each other with a speed trap zone, something like that. And next up we have a speed trap, the Boulevard one, and we need to use a Mazda RX 797 in the S1 class, so a 900 rating, 801 to 900, and we need to reach 150 miles an hour, which should be decently easy. You can just start on top of a hill here and then drive downhill, and we will see what we can do. This really shouldn't be too difficult. I have tuned it to a 900 rating that it recommends, and reaching 150 then really shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, that was really not very difficult. The car is not very expensive, and obviously put a tune on it. You don't need to over tune it like this, but just drive downhill. It's a very easy path. It's very easy to accelerate down the hill, and we will see each other with the Trailblazer. And for the Trailblazer we have a Barranco one, which is on top of a mountain here, and we need to finish it with 15 seconds left in an 800 A-class rated UTV. UTV is its own car category, so you go to car, change car, and the filter, and then you go very, 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 very far down the list. And you find UTVs. And well, maybe you have some, if not, you can buy one. They're not expensive, so that's fine. And when you pick one, get it to an 800 rating, and I would recommend starting over here because you drive through the Trailblazer like this and then downhill, so that's probably the way to go, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, let's go forward. Let's go a little bit left here and to try to get around these rocks here as well. Just try to get down the hill. Now 15 seconds isn't too bad, you just need to make sure you don't hit the trees a whole lot. And I would certainly recommend using rewind if you struggle. You'll still get the 15 seconds. You always struggled here, so that shows you how relatively easy it is. It's just, if you struggle, just use rewind if you can't get through the trees or away from the rocks, etc. So that's a bit annoying, but Shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, that finishes off this week as far as I can tell. We have the arcade, we have the races, and really not a whole lot to explain there. So I hope you can do the challenges, and we will see each other next week. Farewell.